Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name is Amy.
I'm Amanda.
And we are here today with our favorite, Mary Payne from Pink Shade.
We saved the best for last, girl.
We did.
We saved the best
We
for
did.
last.
I was only begging to come on. I feel
Save the best for last.
Listen, when anybody talks about Housewives and they're not in Housewives, like I told you, it would be like if all of a sudden I decided to cover Sister Wives and
I know,
didn't
and you
ask
didn't
your
invite us.
input. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I would pay for you to start covering Sister Wives.
I would pay for it too. Oh, wait, I already do. I'm a member of your Patreon.
Yeah. I, as Amy and I were just discussing earlier today, there is no time. And I just told Ingrid, I go, it's about to get real cray-cray. It's about to get real crazy with all these shows. And she said, I'm ready for it.
It really is. I mean, they're just, as Matt and Jake say, they're raw dogging us with content.
They are.
The reason this happens is because Amy has this panic every couple months going, there's nothing to cover. There'll be nothing to cover. And then all hell breaks loose. So she did this to all of us.
Because like I tell Amanda, I don't have, like, you know how you do the pillar 90-day shows? Like you do Sunday night show, which just rolls right in. We don't have that. So like sometimes there's these weird gaps and I'm like, what is going to go in there?
Yep.
But,
I mean, we get it.
Something at us.
Love After Lockup does that to me once a year where they decide to take a summer break and put in Honey Boo Boo. And now I told Keisha, I go, look, we put in Virgins. Great. Well, that's going to end. And then we still have 2 weeks of nothing before Love After Lockup. I go, I'm just going to throw Match Me Abroad from the Patreon back over to the free. People can just figure it out. I cannot just like cover a couple of documentaries for a couple of weeks. Like I can't do it. I won't. I can't. I shan't.
No one will ever be sad to have more free content. That's what I tell Amy all the time. Moving something
Very
to
true.
Patreon is the problem, but moving it out of Patreon to free, people will be happy.
That's a great point. That's a great point, Amanda. You're so smart.
No one's ever sad to have more content.
I've never really done much of that, but I need to start like pulling something from the archive of Patreon and putting it out.
If you ever go like, okay, I've got like a full week where I absolutely cannot put out content or something, you can always just drop something over and be like, this is just a teaser for you because this is what you can get over on, the Prime feed or whatever. Yeah.
You might hear me muting quite a bit because it is, a sunny day here in Northeast Pennsylvania. So the lawns have come alive with people doing things.
Okay.
I see. And you need to be protected.
Yes, I guess.
Right.
The dogs are going to bark at my husband who lives here.
Right. Yes.
So there's that.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, we had a full-on conversation about what would our lives be like if we could send the dogs to college with the kids.
Oh.
God, it would be so lovely.
I don't like that.
Mary Payne, I did run into a ginger look-alike down at Rehoboth Beach.
A ginger look-alike of who?
So what is the breed of your dog, Ginger?
Oh, I thought you meant like a gingered-haired person.
No,
Are you talking about Matt? Like, what do you mean? Ginger
she said it, not me, Matt.
Ginger is, spoiler alert, not really a ginger. Did you know that?
We know.
Poodle?
I'm talking about Matt Marr, not really
Matt Marr's
a ginger.
not really a ginger, but
okay. Ginger, my dog, is a mini golden doodle, as is Violet. They are sisters from another mister. They have the same mom.
Okay, this person was saying their dog was a miniature poodle, but she looked just like Violet.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Yeah. So my dogs are mini golden doodles, F1 BB. Okay. That means they are literally 80% poodle, 20% golden doodle.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, so they are 80% poodle and then 20% golden doodle. So they are a poodle golden doodle.
Once I met Poodle in person and we started talking.
Yeah. You felt he was 80% poodle as well?
Yeah. I'm 80% poodle.
Oh,
yes,
you
are 80% poodle.
Yeah.
This is why you can't spend too much time with him in person.
No.
The two of you just going off to try to fuck Rob in a bathroom.
Amanda, I told Mary Payne today on Hi Bunky that in that moment, not afterwards, but in the moment of me being that close to Rob, I would have thrown one of my kids in front of a train to get back to his hotel room.
So I texted you all yesterday when I met this lovely bartender and I now may be hosting 90-day trivia.
Sure.
Yeah. Amazing.
Anyway, I said, are you guys watching Hunt for Love? And they said, yes. I said, oh, I got to go to like their premiere press party, whatever its name was. She goes, did you meet Rob? And I'm like, girl, hold on.
See?
Here's the photo. And let me tell you that he is a dangerous person.
Uh-huh.
He is dangerous.
Yeah. And I feel like he has met his match with Jennifer, who's equally as dangerous.
Yes.
Agree.
Yes.
Agree. By the way, I did just Amy and I did our weekend episode, Hey Bunky, over on Pink Shade, and I now have since watched Between the Sheets. In the hour and a half we were apart, I did watch the Between the Sheets that we both said we missed, and they're still acting like nobody knows Jennifer and Rob banged.
I told Mary Payne, Amanda, Suki will bring it out at the tell-all. If Suki is the host of the tell-all, she will 100% bring it out.
I think they all find out next week, and you've watched it, and I don't know, but on this Between the Sheets, Rob and Tim are talking, and Tim's like, just tell me about the first time you like kissed her and stuff. And I was like, it's weird. And he goes, well, I mean, we were just laying on the bed playing Mario Kart, and we just kind of.
Is that what we call that now?
And he goes, and then we just sort of started making out, and then that was that. And Tim goes, you're just going to pretend like you didn't bang her. And he goes, and Rob goes, here's what I will say. Whatever happened, it was really good, and I'm really good at it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And Tim goes, okay, well, I bet you are. Okay, good for you, whatever. And now Rob goes, you two could have found out if you would have banged her when you went to Brazil or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. Tim's like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yep. So basically he says, we did it and I was good at it. And she liked it, is what he says.
And I have no doubt about any of that.
I know. And then Amy has to remove herself to an interior room.
Yes. Amy's Mary Payne, do you just want to do this? You and I could do the reunion. She can go have her moment over there.
Amy, come on back in a couple of minutes.
So talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion, I have gone past this and I'm now in season 2.
Oh, good for you.
And I'm trying to get to, I promised everybody that I would watch until Jen Shaw gets arrested.
Is that in season 2 or season 3?
It's in season 2. But Amanda has skidded on past me and she's in season 4.
I just finished the finale of season 4 where we learn a lot about Monica. Who's
Monica?
So one and done. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But okay. So you did get to the end of that season?
Yes.
Receipts, timelines, screenshots, everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right, got it.
Yes.
Got it.
I don't know what that means.
I've not gotten to the reunion, but just got to the finale.
You got to that part in the which was quoted in Congress. You do know that?
No.
There was a gay Congress. This is a Heather Gay line that she says that's when I tell you it was so iconic at the time. It still is everywhere. People say it all the time. In the Bravo lore, it's on t-shirts, receipts, timelines, screenshots, fucking everything. Okay. She's yelling at another cast member saying, we know what you did.
Okay.
In Congress, there was obviously a gay congressman, and he is interviewing somebody, doing the thing where they're getting somebody for whatever, the guys at the table in front of the other guy at the table. And he says, ma'am, we know that is not your history, whatever. We have receipts, timelines, screenshots, everything.
Oh,
Congressman.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I was in Congress, I'd be throwing down 90 Day Sister Wives stuff. I would say knife in the kidneys whenever they want to cut Medicare.
That's right. That's right.
Literally a knife in the kidneys. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that, as you will see, but Amanda, it is in the lore of Housewives, like with, mention it all, or there's so many catchphrases that are just like, clamp, that's Dorinda. There's so many of these things in receipts, timelines, screenshots, everything is one of them.
Yeah.
So you have seen one of the most iconic scenes that has ever been. Yes.
So who is Heather demanding receipts from? Or who is she threatening or yelling at? Anyone
She's
I know
yelling,
or is a new person?
Monica.
She's yelling about or to Monica.
Okay. So at the end, I want to talk more about the Jen Shaw stuff.
Okay.
Because I need to know that journey. Okay. So this is Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 1, episode 16, the reunion part 3. In my opinion, the best of the reunions.
I watched all 3 so I could kind of go back in time to remember what actually happened on season 1 because it's too much in my brain to remember that.
Was it weird for you to see these people before they had new faces and new bodies and new everything?
It's weird for me to see Jen Shaw being kind of somewhat calm because she is such a fucking lunatic.
She's a psychopath.
She's a lunatic in season 2. And Amanda and I go back and forth on Brooks Marks. Although, who was telling us that he is amazing on Next Gen? Was it Chris DeRosa telling us?
Everybody loves him on that show.
Yeah,
I've only watched a couple of episodes, but I met Brooks Marks in person at BravoCon, and we were in one of those small rooms where you get to have like cocktails and mingle, and he was in there with Meredith.
Was he lovely?
So I went up to him because Meredith was like, had turned around to like eat something. So I was trying to like not be that person and not bother her because she was like clearly trying to eat and turn around, you know?
Right.
And so I went up to give him a pink shade fan to give to his mom.
Very good.
And he just pulls out the box and goes, iconic. This is amazing. She's really going to use this later. It's great. And he pulled it out of the box. And of course it didn't work because like it hadn't been charged, you know, it has a little charger on it. And I go, well, see, you have to charge them. So I could have pre-charged them, but like I would have had to charge 20. I would give them out all over the place. And he goes, this is going to be great. Like we're going to take it home and she's going to like put it in her purse. It's going to be like amazing.
Did you bristle when I compared Brooks Marks to David Rose?
No,
because we did in the first episode. We were like,
we thought there was a David Rose quality, but no, he's no David Rose. David Rose is a national treasure.
No. I mean, I can understand what you're saying, where you think he's going to come in with the hilarious one-liners or whatever, but no, he is flat affect, just like his mother. Yeah.
Are they both just on benzos all the time? Is that what's happening over there?
I don't know. I mean, if you look up Meredith Marks DJ, like right this minute, she currently is like getting paid to host these DJ functions. I mean, yeah, she's like my age, and she's out there like this. If you could see it, she's just one hand, like
she's disengaged.
She's very disengaged. Very.
So the husbands are joining us today, and Seth is wearing a fucking hoodie. Really? Even Timmy Archer would not show up to this in a hoodie.
He was on Zoom though, right?
Yeah.
Amy, he would show up to it in a hoodie. You would not allow him to show up to it in a hoodie. That's how that would go.
Yeah. So Robert Sr.'s not there. Seth is in, I don't know, Canton, Ohio. And we learned that John Barlow has once forgotten Lisa's birthday and she threw his Rolex out the window.
Wow. But Robert Sr. is there.
He's via screen.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I have a fever dream on the airplane? I thought I saw him there. No,
he's via screen because he's scared of COVID because, you know, as Mary says, he's not as strong as me.
Well, he's an elderly person, so he needs to be protected at all costs because he's grandpa.
The ridiculous questions. Does Coach love football more than his family? I'm just going to say yes to this. This is another thing I have to ask you, Mary Payne. Do they really get these questions from listeners? Or are they made up like they do with Sister Wives?
It's both. Sometimes they will, because sometimes it'll be like somebody that I know and they'll be like, you know, Ryan B, you know, will be like Ryan Bailey. You know, sometimes you will hear questions that are legit people that you know, and you like scream that you scream. And then a lot of them, of course, it's just like if you call in to watch What Happens Live as a caller, they give you the question and they make you read it back twice to make sure you're saying it verbatim.
Okay.
Because it is live. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Possible.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Verbatim. You don't miss it if and or, but they make you say it 3 times so you get it right. And then they tell you not to look at the question. You're like, I don't even know who this person is. I'm asking a question. So they tape to your computer like, so when you were on the show Duck Dynasty, what was your favorite? You know what I mean? Or you don't know what you're saying, but it's the same idea. But if you ever listen to Ben and Ronnie on Watch What Crappens, when they do the reunions, they do Andy Cohen like this. Hey, that's how they do him. And they're always like, hey, Susie from Poopy Town says da 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 da. And they make up the name and the town for every single one. Which is hilarious. I'd be like, Gregory from Gregory Town, Gregville, Australia said, and they make up the funniest things.
Sister Wives, what they do with Sister Wives is we know they film the one-on-ones like while they're filming the season. So there's no possible way that people are submitting questions. Because trust me, these questions would not be nice. Like nobody is like, hey, Cody, we love your love story with Robin. How'd you meet? Nobody is asking that. Everybody's like, hey, Cody, what does the 6th level of hell feel like? Because you're going to be there soon.
Why are you the worst fucking parent on all of television?
That's what it would be. So they're faking the questions. And I was wondering if that's happening. So
I think it's half and half.
Coach gives the right answer here and says, no, I don't love football more than my family. And then we get some Jen Shaw science here. So Jen Shaw believes because Coach came to see Papa or Daddy or whomever as he was dying. And Daddy seemed to respond a little bit to Coach that if Coach had stayed, he could have kept Daddy alive on the spiritual life support. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
I don't think that's how that works.
Also, if you're that level of a college coach, which he's not the coach, but he is like the recruiting coach.
Yeah.
You're busy and you're traveling and
And he's the only one bringing in legit money. So like, let's let him have his job. He basically says though, like, I've been dealing with this shit from her every day since. So I've made up for my sin of not being there when Daddy passed.
Because she constantly talks about it.
God. Justin received a letter 10 years ago from the Mormon church saying, I have to leave. I can't be in the church anymore. And we get this weird discussion about divorce, and Heather cries saying this reminds her of the letter she got. And Justin says it didn't come with the tithing rebate, which would have been interesting.
Yeah. And you do, I don't know if on season 1 they sort of get into how they met. They both had an affair where they were working at their MLM. Yeah. And she would literally like blow him under the desk and then go back to work and stuff. Wow. Yeah. For real.
Well, Justin says, because Lisa goes, well, John was divorced and he wasn't kicked out. And Justin's like, well, different circumstances over here. Yeah. It's a little different. They talk about sealing and priesthood holders and wow. Okay.
This is where I'm like, say more, because I'm so into Mormonism.
Because Andy's like, what? What does that mean? Huh?
Yeah. We know a lot about this from Sister Wives.
I know a lot about it just from reading books
from Big Love.
Yeah. And Big Love. Yeah.
And Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, our slow-mo girls.
Yes.
So Robert Sr. still very upset and hurt about the grandfather fucker comment. And he says, Mary goes, he's still upset. He's not as strong as me. And he starts to say that he didn't want Mary to join the show, but Mary's like, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And he addresses the grandfather fucker and he says, look, I was 22 when I married Mama. Whose grandfather was I? That's not the point.
That's not the point.
That was your first marriage. It has nothing to do with this. Mary wasn't even born then. Okay.
Is that true? She wasn't born? Because he's only 18 years older than her.
Oh, so is he step grandfather?
Yes,
he's her step-grandfather.
Okay, but how long was he married to Mama? Because they made it seem like it was a real long time. Yeah, obviously she didn't marry her biological grandfather. I'm a moron. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Amanda.
Amy.
For our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Calm down a little bit.
I think Jenny could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jenny. I have Sumit's aunt can use one to
definitely
chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one. I don't know what variety.
Yeah, but maybe he needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from Dylan and Patia.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And we can use Lumi Gummies as well.
Yes. All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-the-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out. Before I meet my arch nemesis in the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, Lumi gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. But they made it seem like, okay, so here's how it happened in my brain. Okay. Grandpa marries grandma. Mm-hmm. Mary is born or is already alive. Who knows? Mm-hmm.
She's
they
4.
have this great love affair for like 30 years. And then grandma dies. And Robert Sr. is so upset that he now marries granddaughter. Is that not what happened?
They are 20 years apart. I just did the Googs.
No, Amy, that is not what happened.
That's not
so were they married a short time?
I believe they were married for like 20-something years. Okay. And Mama died of something. And I mean, have you guys looked into, I mean, there's like a whole Bravo docket legal episode about the thing with Mama and her daughter and granddaughter Mary. And, you know, the whole thing is that Mama said, I want to pass the church on to Mary. So my husband should marry Mary. And to skip the daughter.
Yes.
But it's all this legal financial shenanigans that all had to do with people stealing, and because, you know, as you do. And it's all about cutting the middleman out, which was the daughter, which is Mary's mom, who she hasn't talked to since she married granddad. But the only person that ever heard Mama say this on her deathbed
was Mary.
Is Mary.
No, granddad heard it too.
Oh, okay.
I think the two of them came in cahoots, like, how can we get all this money from the church?
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe Mary's mom was married to somebody else and didn't feel like leaving
so she
him.
Probably wasn't going to do it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
And did we already discuss on 1 and 2, or is it on this episode about the odor glands being removed and the hospital smell? Is that on this episode, or was it before?
That was the one before, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened there really was that she left and moved and lived in New York for 1 year. And my understanding was had like this was the rumor, was like full body head to toe makeover, and had her skin lightened and all these things. And a lot of times she does wear gloves or long sleeves or tights.
Yes.
And or long dresses. They say a lot of that is because a lot of it was like botched, and she's very splotchy all over.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Like, but it was like, I'm going to marry you, but for 1 year, I'm going to like live in New York and get a whole makeover.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Well,
and it's all fraudacity with the church. It's all lies.
And I feel like this is fraudacity with their marriage. I'm wondering if they actually had Robert Jr. by banging, or if they did some kind of IVF or something, because I don't know if they've banged.
They did, and I don't know if it was on this season again. It all muddles in my mind, but she does explain that when she first had sex with him, like she said she had her period for like 6 months.
Yeah,
she did go through that. But I'm just curious.
I think they banged just enough for her to get Robert Jr. and
then done.
And I think that was the agreement.
Yeah,
I think the agreement was
we will to get a baby.
We will create an heir to the church, and then after that, we're not doing it anymore.
Right, because that keeps mom out of the will.
That's what they agreed upon.
Okay.
Yep.
So he says, you know, he loves Mary so much. She's a great mother, wife. She is a co-pastor at the church. She starts to cry. Andy's like, why are you getting emotional? She says, nobody knows me better. I love him. Whatever. Move on.
Right.
Coach says, I am not here to engage in any fights that Jen has with women. Well then, Coach,
I don't know why you're here.
We're on the wrong show. Tell you. And he's also like, and also I'd like to not get fired from my professional coaching job. Yeah.
And he also says she's a good person, and when she cries, I cry with her. He turns to Robert and says, what my wife said to you was unacceptable, and God willing, my wife will be better going forward. Well, God's not answering that call, Coach, so keep ringing that phone.
Even Mary's church can't fix that.
No. Do you think Coach just walks behind Jen a lot going, sorry, sorry.
I think he's not really, I think he's really not around her very much at all.
I don't think he's very present.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The way that these men have to treat, like, Jen Shaw runs to Coach's arms and is sobbing because, like, somebody said, Timmy would be like, what do you, get away from me? What are you doing? Like, I'm not putting up with this. like if somebody legitimately hurt me, Timmy would of course be there for me, but like he's not going to deal with this nonsense.
No. I think the one who's the most put upon is John Barlow.
Oh yeah.
Because she goes crying to him at 3-second intervals. She can't he is her emotional support whoopee. Like she can't do anything without
John Barlow. She as the seasons continue, it's just everything is John Barlow. How dare you talk about John Barlow? She calls it's double name, John Barlow. Yeah.
I did think Coach was the most put upon husband, but you're right. It might be John Barlow.
I think over time, she just can't do anything without him. So someone looks at her sideways, she has to call him crying.
Yeah, she's just always sort of trying to prove how amazing John Barlow is and talk about what a great husband is and whatever. And it does come up in later seasons. Like, is it all smoke and mirrors? Because something's
she's
going
trying
on with
to make John Barlow happen.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Whitney's dad, she doesn't know how he's doing. He's not speaking to her. She says, after the show, we were communicating and it was great. And he came to my birthday and I never saw him again. He just vanished. She cries. She says he's not answering her. It's really sad. And to top this off, like we're in this sad moment, Andy's like, is his hair real?
We all wanted to know. Yeah, we all wanted to know.
We all wanted to know. This is the important question.
Yeah.
Just spoiler alert, she's still doesn't know where he is.
Yeah,
that is
really sad.
Like
it's
how
really sad.
Here's my question for this. It's very sad. How can he be completely off the radar with her fame, what it is? Like, you think people would see him and be like, oh, he's in an alley in California. Like, this is where he is. That's Whitney's dad.
Right. But if he's in an alley in Utah, nobody watches that show, really. Do you know what I mean? So they're not, Do
you know what I mean? Like, it's like when Sarper wanders his 6-block radius
right.
in WeHo, like, people are going to see him and know who he is.
Except for that they don't. I was just at a party with him and not one person there knew who he was.
That's amazing.
Only me and Matt. Only me and Matt knew who he was. Yep.
So Meredith and Seth have a tumultuous marriage. They've had a tumultuous marriage, and they both filed for divorce at separate times, and they think the show saved their marriage.
That's a first on a housewife show because generally people go on the show to get divorced.
Divorced. And Seth actually has to say that he loves Brooks, which... Okay.
It is your child, but all right.
How brave, Seth. Declare your love for your gay kid. How brave.
I will tell you who did not come off well in this is Heather, in my opinion. Because she's just trying to insert herself into everything. Like, they're having this conversation, and Lisa's like, I love Seth and Meredith together. I was very upset that they were having an issue. And Heather just goes at her. And is like, oh, so you feel that way about that? What about me? What about my divorce? Like, I'm like, okay, girl, calm down.
That's interesting that Lisa Barlow says that for what's to come. And I don't know if you've seen it yet, Amanda.
Maybe.
I bet it is in that season. It's that Lisa Barlow hot mic moment.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, who was telling us about that?
I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you these things or not.
Tell. I don't think Amy cares.
You can tell us. I'm not going to watch past Jen Shaw getting arrested. I can tell you that.
Yeah. But it's on this season coming up, I guess. And what season are you on? You're on 4 now.
I'm sure 4. I think it's in season 3.
It is. They go on a trip somewhere, and Lisa Barlow is mic'd and in her room and ranting to the producer about Meredith
and what a whore she is.
She's a whore. She's fucked half of New York City. And she poses with her family and everything is fake. And it is brutal.
Wow.
She fucked half of New York. She's out posing with her family. Everything is fake. And then she comes out of the room and like pulls her mic off and throws it in the hall. But we're like, too late.
Too late, girl.
So does Meredith hear this?
Yeah, everybody hears it.
Yeah.
What is Meredith's response to this? Well, does she disengage? I'm disengaging.
It was very painful. It was very painful to hear that, Lisa.
Okay.
And now and then they're best friends 2 episodes later. The two of them are like such frenemies. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I also forgot on season 1 about Meredith's eyebrows coming out to here. She had them painted all the way out to here. And I forgot about that in season 1. What a wild look her eyebrows were. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why was Jen talking shit about Meredith's marriage? Coach says, yeah, I don't understand. It was hurtful. And, but you all talked about her marriage, to be fair. Jen cries and Mary says, Jen, you're such a fighter, but you're burning bridges. They talk about Vegas, and every single person except Lisa thinks Jen demands loyalty and doesn't give it in return. Why is Lisa so far up Jen's ass all of a sudden? This is wild to me.
Later, it switches a little bit, and like the only two people that went to the trial were Meredith and Heather. Even
Heather
after
really gets way far up Jen's ass in a big way.
It's not good.
It's gross.
And then there's and then Jen Shaw like literally gave her a black eye. And it's a conversation for 2 seasons. Like, why won't you say how you got that black eye? She's like, I just don't know. I just woke up with it. My theory on that, it's not a theory. It's I think it's true, allegedly. They mention on that reunion and then at the beginning of that next season with Bronwyn, which I guess is the last season, they mentioned more than once, they mentioned ketamine.
Yeah.
They just say something about being on ketamine, something about being on ketamine, like as a joke, but not like, oh, she's on ketamine. That would explain a lot of Meredith's behavior. But I think what happened was Jen and Heather, you saw before that black eye happened, they were like all over each other, like grabbing their boobs and just like
they
drunk.
Were so
drunk. And I think that they had some other late night party poppers or some shit. And she either punched her in anger or they were like messing around and she fell and hit herself on the table or something. But literally to this day, Heather Gay has never said how she got the black eye other than once Jen went to jail, she's like, she gave it to me, but she won't say how.
Episode of season 4.
She's like, yeah, like she did it, but she won't say how.
I don't understand why Jen Shaw was found guilty of a jury of her peers, correct? By a jury of her peers, correct?
Yeah, she pled.
Okay, so she admitted her crimes.
Yes.
100%.
And Heather's still defending her.
No. Once she goes to jail, Heather basically still defending her.
Okay. Once she stands up in that court and pleads guilty, which they did not know was going to happen. The people that were there to support her did not know. They thought today's the day the trial starts. But instead of the trial starting, they said before the trial starts, we have taken a plea deal. And then she makes a statement. I did these things. I defrauded the elderly, da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She admits it. It's terrible.
She admits it.
Okay.
So anytime, Amy, you and I have talked about when the elderly get defrauded, like it's happened to both my parents and you've had that happen.
Yep.
That's a Jen Shaw scam.
Wow.
It's not shamazing.
Sham I kind of like.
Yeah, Jen Shaw sham is not shamazing at all. No.
So Heather says the thing about Jen Shaw is she's as fabulous as she is horrifying.
True.
And Jen says she has eaten more shit than Heather, and they go back and forth. And then did Jen Shaw call Heather a manatee or Shrek?
Both. That's your friend that you said if anybody were to play you in a movie, it would have to be some kind of a manatee or Shrek. Your friend says that about you.
Poor Shrek. What has he done?
And manatees are cute, God damn it.
To be held up as the arbiter of ugliness.
But she's trying to say my friend is fat and ugly, is what she's saying.
Yeah, 100%.
It's awful. It's awful.
So they go back and forth, and it's so boring that even Mary falls asleep. Jen says the group has made her feel marginalized. She says, you cannot tell a woman of color she is aggressive. It is dangerous.
And I will give her that.
I will give her that too.
There's a lot behind a comment like that you've got to be really thoughtful about.
Yep. But Whitney says, Jen, you literally on camera threatened my life.
True.
She has been so physically aggressive with these women that aggressive is the right word for what she's doing. Now, you can't just say it if you're at like a luncheon and you're yelling because that's kind of the name of the game. You can't say you're being aggressive because everyone's doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is problematic. But she literally has physically assaulted them, each of them in different ways. So that is in fact aggressive.
She's in public throwing shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing the whole thing. Yeah.
She has a toddler meltdown at least once a day.
The best is Lisa is trying to chime in here. And she's like, look, I say I'm going to slip my wrists all the time and I don't. Okay.
Not the flex you think it is, girl, but okay.
All right,
and
Lisa.
Jen is screaming that she could get arrested as a person of color, and Lisa is defending her. And Mary says, you do get a whole white girl privilege vibe from Whitney and Heather. And Heather's like, okay, fair, fine.
Yeah.
But Meredith says calling us racist in this current environment is really dangerous.
True too.
True too. Jen runs off to Coach and sobs like a little child in his arms, and he's masked and holding her. When you guys see the masks and stuff, because this was filmed 2021, aren't you just like,
yeah, it makes me claustrophobic.
Well, I immediately think like you're not wearing that mask properly. It's under your nose. Yeah. Like still on the mask police. Like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yes. So we wrap up this reunion with all of the women talking about what they're going to work on and how they can do better. So they go around and everybody's like listening, communicating, and then they get to Meredith. And Meredith's like, I've treated everyone so nice and I did not get anything in return from them.
Meredith twice on this reunion here and another time when they literally ask her a question about like, so tell us how it's going with Chloe, your daughter. And she's like, Seth and I have been working on our marriage and we've started a caviar company. We're like, we what? That's not what we asked you. Huh?
Is she paying attention?
No. She's just like, oh, this is the time where I get to defend this, or like that wasn't the question. So they go through and they do it must be later seasons, and I can't even remember where it comes from, which franchise. It may come from New York, but they start doing this thing where they start going, what's your rose and what's your thorn? And so, and Andy uses that on several different franchises at the reunions. You know, what was the best thing? What was the worst thing? And this is the same kind of thing. You could ask Meredith, what's your rose and your thorn from this season? And she, oh, well, my rose was I got to make so many friends. And my thorn was people talked about my marriage. That would make sense. But this is the kind of thing Meredith would say. She would be like, well, my rose was that in my house, I had some new curtains and my son helped me decorate them. And he is just a baby. And my thorn was how everybody talked about my baby on television. And that's not fair because you don't talk about the children. And then Seth had to move to Canton, Mississippi to work. And I just said, I'm going to New York. And we were like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, she's a space cadet, man. She's not of this earth.
There are so many more seasons of her. Just another big thing that is a trope of hers is you can leave. Like no matter what, like she'll be at someone else's home. You can leave. I'm like, this is not your house.
When she does the I'm disengaging.
I'm disengaging. Like
I love it. Associates most of the time. I don't think she's actually in the room.
You are disengaged. But disengaging is another one of those like things that you'll find t-shirts of, like receipts, timelines, proof, everything. Yeah.
So that's where we leave them. We leave them all eating meat lollipops.
Because Heather likes meat on a stick because she's a big fat ogre and we should make fun of her.
And everything's about sex too.
So let me ask you this.
And black guys and sex. And that's what Heather's saying. And by the way, I think Heather's like, yeah, I'm a fan of the show, but I didn't know they were going to do me like this. You know? Yeah.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Let me just warn everybody that we're going to be talking some spoilers here because I have some questions about.
Well, I just gave about 20, so
what happens.
Yeah, okay.
So they make it seem. Oh, my dog's having a night terror.
Uh-oh.
Arlo. There we go.
Come back to us. Come back to us, Arlo.
So let me ask you this. When season 2 begins and we know that Jen gets arrested, they make it seem like Meredith may have had something to do with it.
Everybody, it's the Spider-Man meme of look over here. Everybody's pointing.
They're trying to figure out who called the feds.
Okay.
You guys, spoiler alert, they were investigating her for 5 years before that. Most of the people in her organization below her had already been arrested.
Oh.
Yeah. The last 2 were her and Stu Chains, her assistant. They were the last 2 to get arrested. Other people in her organization had already been in jail for 4 or 5 years.
Really?
Yes.
We never talked about that.
No, they'd been going at this for years before it happened. And they weren't even like looking for Jen Shaw. They were doing, financial crime investigation, and it eventually got them to her.
She's the head of the snake. Yeah.
It just so happened that she was on TV at the time. Now, this is really dumb because people in her organization were being arrested, and she's like, I'll go on national television now.
Yeah.
It's real dumb.
That's my question. Like, so I just don't even know why you would go on television if you were a criminal. Like that, it just boggles my mind. I can't understand it.
Well, how much time do you have? How many
Was
criminals have we had on Bravo? So
was
many, and they're all
Coach
federal.
was Coach involved in the scamming?
It is unclear, but it seems he's never been arrested for anything, and you have to imagine he was heavily investigated.
Yeah, I listened to the whole Queen of the Con about Jen Shah, and they tell the story of her designers on and given a lot of stuff that happened. And he tells the story of one time, like Stu had lost like $8 million or something for them. And so Coach went down and was screaming at him about like, where's the money? What's going on? It's like, you're a little bit more in the business than I think you want all of us to think you are, Coach Shah.
I think so too, but either they literally did not have enough, or she said, keep him out of it completely and I'll take the fall for everything.
I don't see her doing that, Mary Payne.
Oh, I do.
Jen Shah, you'd think would sacrifice herself for Coach.
She was going down regardless.
She was going down regardless. So I think
to make him in the courtroom, like in the prison with her to cry to.
No, but I mean, she does have kids. Do you know what I mean?
Someone with her kids.
She needs somebody with her kids. No, there's that. The Queen of the Con, I forgot about that one. There's also a whole Hulu documentary about her crimes, Amy.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's it called?
I'll tell you.
Jen Shah's a liar. I don't know what it's called. I'm so past Jen Shah. Like I do a little check-in every so often with her in jail with Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah,
that's
the
all I do.
Housewife and the Shah Shocker.
Wow, that's a stupid name. Yeah. It's Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So in season 2, we're introduced to Angie K, I think her name is.
Yeah. Star. She now holds the center snowflake. Now
I kind of like her. Do we hate her?
I can't stand her.
Okay, I'm only a few episodes into her, and she's the one that does all the work for trans kids and charity.
No,
she's the
charity. No, that's Angie H.
That's Angie H.
Oh, I have the wrong Angies. Okay, that's the Angie I like.
Okay, Amy, Angie H.
Yes, I know where you're going, Mary Payne.
Big MAGA #1.
Okay,
so, sorry to ruin that for you.
But she's
Big
a
MAGA
trans kid, right?
Yeah, you know what? How can that? How do we make sense of the MAGA? We don't know.
Trans kids who.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so Angie H. was married to the husband of Demi on Real Housewives of Mormon.
Oh, Brett.
Yes.
Brett. That was
Angie and Brett
H.
were married.
So is that trans child? Is that Brett's trans
I
child
believe.
as well?
I believe. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Yes.
Okay. All right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't need to pay more attention when she's on my screen then.
You're not.
I was just like, there's somebody doing nice things for charity, and I like it.
Yeah, you're not going to see her a lot. She's not around much. Angie K is the one that kind of comes in. I don't know if she comes in second season, but now she holds the center snowflake. Like she has really risen in the Housewives ranks.
Okay, Angie,
met her at Comic-Con and she was fantastic. She's tiny.
This can't be the right Angie K. This is a country singer.
Actually, Mary Payne, all 3 of her kids she had with Chris Harrington, not with Brett.
Okay, I've never seen this person, Angie K.
Angie
K.
No,
you haven't seen her yet.
You haven't seen her yet. Yeah.
No, she's a friend of, I think, in season 3, and then she becomes an official housewife in season 4.
She's Greek. I am Greek. I am Greek.
Okay.
I like feta cheese. I am Greek.
Okay. Also, this Jenny person, does she stay on the show?
No. She's on that one season, right? And then
season 2.
So the beginning of season 3, we kick off at a big party at Angie K's glass box house. And my understanding from behind the scenes, and we could ask Chris DeRosa this, he would know. I don't know if he would, he would say it off air. They shot those, it is like 2 episodes, right? This opening scene, this huge thing, this party.
Of season 3?
We're establishing who's mad at who from season 2 or whatever. They had to re-edit those episodes to completely cut Jenny out because she was a full part of season 3, and then they had to go back in and re-edit it. And once you know that, you're like, this party makes no sense.
Why did they do that?
Because she got fired because she's a raging racist,
raging MAGA racist.
And I mean, I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 episodes with her, so
well, she is.
Yet.
It doesn't really come up on the show.
No, it doesn't. But she does it between. She does it between 2 and 3. People go to look her up, and they're like, Whoa, she's like Kim Plath's boyfriend, racist.
Oh, KK Ken.
Yeah, KK Ken. Yeah. I couldn't remember his Ken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So she's the one who's like got the tragic story about losing a baby, and her husband wants to have more babies, and she seems right.
And pretended she wanted to be now sister wives.
Yeah, he came up with the idea, if you're not going to have more babies, I'll just get a second wife.
Right.
She's got an annoyingly smart kid, which I don't like that. Because those kids, I always feel like they can do better than me and they'll take over the household someday. So I don't like those kind of kids.
Well, we liked that kid. We liked that kid a lot. But alas, her mother's a racist, so we didn't ever see her again. Yeah.
I like the kid, but I'm threatened by her, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
A kid like that, I would be like, know your place. There's a hierarchy here. You got to stay down there.
Okay.
I got one of these. I'm telling you, trying to usurp the structure.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so Jen Shaw, we feel confident she's going to stay in jail. She's not getting a buy your way out pardon, right?
No, she won't get a buy your way out pardon, but her original sentence, help me here on Amanda, I believe her original sentence was 8 years. It's now been knocked down to 5.
I think she's getting out next year.
She's getting out next year. So of her 8 years, she's probably going to serve 3.5?
Something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And was she forced to pay back some of the money?
Yes, there was $8 million in restitution or something.
Mm-hmm. And she probably scammed a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Probably, but I don't know how you come up with that money to do that. I don't know if Coach is doing it. His wages are being garnished.
The amount of fury I would have at Timmy if he was scamming people and I had to pay that money back.
Mm-hmm. It's like Jackson Brittany on the Valley. Yeah, she went from a $8,000 a month mortgage to a $21,000 a month mortgage because she had to take on her husband's tax debt and roll it into their mortgage.
Well,
and then he left the house and left her with it. So then she's paying $21,000 mortgage a month by herself, and it's his debt.
The fact that Timmy had to pay off my ex-husband's car and I had to pay his student loans in with mine, that was enough fury for him to handle. You know, I can't be criming too.
It's $6.5 million. And so she, Jen Shaw, was ordered to pay $6.6 million in restitution as part of the sentence for running a fraudulent telemarketing scheme. She also forfeited $6.5 million and 30 luxury items. The restitution is part of her sentence for pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
So explain to me, like I'm 5, what she was doing.
Okay, I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
So she, and if you help me too if I'm wrong, because this is far in my memory, but my understanding is, she has people, and what they do is they'll say they call up my mom, they call up Bobby, and they say, hey, we know that you're old and don't know what you're doing, so we would love to help you set up, an online business to help ladies learn how to play bridge. Great. I'd love to teach ladies. Okay, I'll set that up for you. So they set up the online business, and then it doesn't work and you need tech help. And then so you have to keep calling and paying them more money. And then as they're doing this, what they're setting all these people up, right, for all these business help that they're doing, they're not helping them at all. Every week it's another $100. Now also they have their credit cards for their monthly charge, and the old people aren't looking. So they're taking the money that way. Couple of ways they're getting the money. Then what they're doing is they're getting these lists, right, of the old people, call lists. And they're just like, okay, well, I'm going to hit all 26 people in this assisted living community today. And then you're going to hit them up next week. And it just goes on and on. But it's so big and it's so worldwide. I mean,
and
this infuriates me.
It gets worse, Amy, because they have people to help with things. So Mary Payne's mother opens this business to teach people how to do bridge. They've a month later, they're like, ooh, people aren't finding your website because your SEO is messed up, but we have somebody who can fix that for you. And so it goes and goes and goes. Now, maybe we've made some money or we've lost some money or we want to do some tax hijinks. Oh, the tax people will call randomly and be like, hi, we offer tax services to these people who they know are having tax problems, but it's still Jen Shaw's company, but they don't realize that. They just Google and they see First American Tax Services. They're like, oh, that sounds good. And it just goes.
Wow. Because that's not what she explained to us on the first reunion.
And the other thing that she would do is they'd of course teach people how to open lines of credit and all that stuff to help them get more money. But I thought was brilliant. Instead of me paying the fee through my credit card, they would have me take the money out of my credit card and then transfer that, like wire transfer that money to you. So you can't then call the credit card and have them pull it back.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Jen Shaw's company wasn't taking the money. You were taking the money.
I know you sent this to me, Amanda, Queen of the Con or whatever.
Yes.
I need to listen to it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've been bogged down with stuff, but I got to listen.
So the friend that I had lunch with in LA this weekend is Eliza Rosen. And that's her podcast. She's the producer of that podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All seasons. Yeah, all seasons.
Okay. Interesting. Well, Mary Payne, you've given me a lot to think about.
Listen, I could, again, I've been training my whole life to talk about Housewives. Anything you want to talk about?
Should I keep going past Jen Shaw's arrest?
Don't you think, Amanda?
I think it's entertaining. I mean, the screaming at each other gets really old for me. I don't enjoy that part. Well, but this Monica piece I find really fascinating. So
it just gets worse and worse and worse with Monica.
Yeah. First of all,
again, the planet is dying. What are we doing?
Yes.
Okay, well then also don't watch Plathville and don't watch Sister Wives.
Yeah,
if that's your attitude.
How dare you?
I mean, if that's your attitude, then don't watch any trash TV. Just go watch PBS or some shit. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I'm just going to podcast about the new series Earth on Netflix.
You know what?
David
you will get
Attenborough.
tens of listeners. Tens of listeners. Yeah.
I feel like some of it is compelling for me. Like I'm super compelled by Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Right.
And I think it's because they're young and there's a lot at stake. And you're seeing like these young women trying to get power. And I feel like with Housewives, it's just a lot of screaming at each other over stupid shit. You don't have that on Plathville and Sister Wives. They're not screaming at each other. They're passive aggressively ignoring each other, cutting each other out of each other's
God
lives.
Intended.
Yes.
Pick your poison. I don't know what to tell you. Housewives is based on like women having, conflict and then conflict resolution. And you know what I mean?
It's the conflict that bothers me. Like I'm just a conflict adverse person.
I am too. I've never had a fight with a friend in my life. Never.
Yeah.
The way these women speak to their friends is horrifying.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Mary Payne, if I ever find out that you called me a manatee, I'm going to be very upset.
I have to tell you that when Amanda came on my show to talk about something, she referred to you as, that little meatball. I was like, she did.
That's my nickname.
Yeah, it's a little meatball.
I know that. And I know that you say my little meatball about yourself, but I was like, is Amanda allowed to say that? I guess she is.
Yes, Amanda's allowed to say that. And my husband actually are allowed to say that.
My husband addresses her as, hey, meatball.
It's, you know what? It's a term of endearment at this point.
It totally is a term of endearment, but
meatballs are amongst my favorite things.
You too. You and Heather Gay enjoy meatball.
I also would eat meat off a stick. Yes.
Yeah, me too. As long as it's a one bite and not like you got a nibble on the side, because that's not cute.
Yeah, it's not cute.
Guys, you can catch Mary Payne over on Pink Shade, but you can catch myself with Mary Payne.
Yep.
Over on Hey Bunky.
Yeah, and it's confusing because that's not really a title of anything. It's just like a term of art from back in the day. So it is, if you're looking for it, it's Pink Shade and it's Pink Shade Prime if you want to hear Amy and Amanda drops in as well. So there you have it. There you have it.
Thank you, Mary Payne, for enlightening us, for joining us. Maybe someday we can have like the Real Housewives of podcasting.
Ooh.
And I don't want to fight with anybody.
You guys will be doing fun things, and like I'll just be, I don't know, running the tractor, or cutting the grass over here.
That sounds compelling.
Then we could have a screaming match about it.
I don't want to. I don't want to fight with anybody. I'm too tired.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thanks,
everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.